Volcanoes are some of the most spectacular and deadly geological formations on the planet. The largest volcanic eruption in recorded human history was Mount Tambora in 1815. Its eruption was so violent that it caused global cooling, leading to the year without summer in 1816. Even more recently, in 2010, an underwater volcano off the coast of the island of Tonga unleashed its fury. It was so powerful that its shockwave was recorded by seismic sensors all around the world. But these recent eruptions are mere child's play compared to the truly deadliest volcanoes on Earth. In this video, we will explore 4 ancient volcanoes, whose eruptions dwarfed anything that has happened in the last 200 years. We'll discuss how they formed, why they're so dangerous, and what would happen if they erupted today. So sit tight and get ready to learn about the truly deadliest volcanoes on Earth. Lagaria Caldera. Lagaria is a supervolcano located in the San Juan Mountains in southwestern Colorado. It is the largest volcanic eruption in North America and the second largest on Earth. What makes this volcano so dangerous is its sheer size. If it were to erupt today, it would be catastrophic. The eruption would produce over 500 billion cubic feet of ash and pumice, which would blanket much of the western United States. Ash would also likely reach the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. In addition to the immediate devastation, the eruption would have global consequences. The ash and gases would block sunlight and disrupt global weather patterns. The agricultural industry would be devastated as crops failed and livestock perished. Yellowstone Caldera. Yellowstone National Park is home to the world's largest active geothermal area. It is also home to the Yellowstone Caldera, a supervolcano that is responsible for some of the most spectacular eruptions in Earth's history. The most recent eruption was the 1885 eruption of the Upper Geyser Basin, which created the aptly named Inferno Cone. This eruption was relatively small, but it was still the largest volcanic eruption in the United States since the 1912 eruption of Mount Katmai in Alaska. However, the real danger lies in the supervolcanoes past. The Yellowstone supervolcano has produced 3 of the largest eruptions in American history. The Huckleberry Ridge eruption in 2 million years, the Mesa Falls eruption in 1.3 million years, and the Lava Creek eruption in 640,000 years. These eruptions were so massive that they left behind layers of ash that are still visible today. If Yellowstone were to erupt again, the consequences would be devastating. Ash and debris would cover much of the western United States, and global temperatures would plummet. Mount Mazama is a large dormant stratovolcano in southern Oregon. It is home to Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States and the 9th deepest in the world. But before Crater Lake was formed, Mount Mazama was home to one of the most violent eruptions in Earth's history. The eruption was so powerful that it left behind a caldera nearly 6 miles wide and 2,200 feet deep. Today, the caldera is filled with water and is known as Crater Lake. But if Mount Mazama were to erupt again, it would be catastrophic. The eruption would produce a pyroclastic flow that would race down the mountain at over 100 miles per hour. Entire forests would be wiped out in an instant. The blast wave would travel outward at over 300 miles per hour, flattening everything in its path. And finally, a thick layer of ash would blanket the surrounding area. Toba Cataclysm. The Toba catastrophe refers to the eruption of Mount Toba in Indonesia approximately 74,000 years ago. It is considered to be the largest volcanic eruption in the history of the Earth. The eruption was so powerful that it is thought to have caused the largest impact winter in Earth's history. The eruption of Mount Toba is thought to have been between 2,600 and 3,000 cubic kilometers of material. This material included pumice, ash, and other volcanic debris. The eruption had a volcanic explosivity index, or V rating of 8. This is the highest possible rating and is only given to eruptions that eject more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of material. Eruptions of this magnitude are extremely rare. In fact, there have only been 6 eruptions on Earth with a V rating of 8. The eruption of Mount Toba was so massive that it is thought to have had a significant impact on human evolution. Prior to the eruption, humans had been expanding their territory across Africa. However, the eruption of Mount Toba caused such widespread devastation that it is thought to have set human expansion back several thousand years. These are just a few of the deadliest volcanoes on Earth. These volcanoes have the potential to cause massive devastation, and it is important that we understand the risks that they pose. With proper monitoring and planning, we can mitigate the risks and keep people safe from these natural wonders. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe for more updates.